Hello everyone. Hi Ashmit, I am all good. What about you? So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your accounts master teacher MLA Sheetal Choudhary. M for multi-talented, L for lion-hearted and A for ambitious. So how are you all guys? कैसे हैं सब लोग? You're fine? Great. What about others? Okay, so if you guys are new to my channel or if you're watching me for the first time, let me first of all introduce myself to all of you. अपने quick सा introduction दे देती हूँ. So hi, my name is Sheetal Choudhary. I am an ex-Vedantu teacher and I am also a CA aspirant. I have cleared CA Foundation and CA Intermediate in first attempt. Not only this, I have also completed my graduation with BCom Honours from University of Delhi and my post-graduation with MCom. So I have completed both my graduation and post-graduation, and my hobbies are cooking and singing. This is what I love to do in my free time. So this is all about me, guys. Now, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel yet, then come on, please do hit that red icon to subscribe my channel for more such light and interesting classes. Also, I hope that you guys have liked this video. If not, then come on, please do like this video. Please do hit the thumbs up icon and do share this with your friends as much as you can. And don't forget to comment in the comment box also. तो लाइक करो, शेयर करो और ज्यादा से ज्यादा कमेंट करो. Also, अगर आप लोगों को नहीं पता तो let me tell you that we also have a Telegram channel. In this Telegram channel, I am giving all the notes in the form of PDF. So if you guys want to get all my notes in the form of PDF, then do check out the link in the description box below and join our Telegram channel ASAP. Hi Ashmit, I can see that you were asking a doubt. Please ask it at the end of the session because this is not related to this chapter. So it will be a little disturbance for the students who will be seeing the recorded session. So please ask it at the end. Hi Vrinda, a very good evening. How are you Vrinda? So this is class 11th accountancy session and we have completed 2 chapters finally. First, introduction to accounting and second, basic accounting terms. Now, the third chapter will be started today. तो आज हम करेंगे third chapter शुरू, that is accounting principles. So this is the chapter that we are going to start today. And what are we going to learn today actually? क्या सीखेंगे आज? So let's see the learning outcomes. So these are the 5-6 topics that we are going to cover in this session, guys. So first, we will see what is the meaning of accounting principle. Second, what are the features of accounting principle? Third, why there was a need of accounting principle, why the accounting principles were made. Fourth, what are the kinds of accounting principle. Fifth, the meaning of accounting concept. And sixth, the meaning of accounting conventions. These are all the topics that we are going to cover in the session. So stay tuned till the end of this class. And not only this, we will also cover 3 more topics. 7, 8, 9. 7, business entity principle. 8, going concern concept. And 9th will be consistency concept. So these are the 9 topics that we will be covering in this session one by one, and trust me, this session is going to be so interesting. तो कृपया करके वीडियो को एंड तक देखें क्योंकि ये सेशन में आपको बहुत मजा आने वाला है. Now, first of all, I want to know that whether you guys are ready for this session or not. क्या सब लोग तैयार हैं? Hi Raj, how are you? Okay, we all are ready. So let's start it now without any delay. चलिए शुरू करते हैं क्लास को with our first topic, that is the meaning of accounting principle. Now, what are these accounting principles? Because the entire accounting is based on these accounting principles. आप कुछ भी कर लेना जिंदगी में, अगर आपने कॉमर्स लिया ना, चाहे आप सीए करना, सीएस करना, or you are doing BCom or any other course, you will always listen to this word accounting principle, accounting standard. ये शब्द आपको हर जगह सुनने को मिलेगा. अब इसका मतलब क्या है? What do we mean by accounting principle? So, in our life also, there are some rules. You live your life according to your rules. In your house also there will be some rules that by 8 o'clock, by 9 o'clock you have to be at your home. If you will come late at night, you won't be allowed. ऐसे घर में बोलते हैं ना कि शाम को अगर तू घर लेट आया, लेट आई तो तेरे को घर में एंट्री नहीं मिलेगी. और भी बहुत सारे रूल्स होते हैं. So similar rules are there in accounting also. जब आप अकाउंटिंग करते हो, whenever you prepare your financial statements, whenever you prepare your financial reports, there are some rules, there are some guidelines in accounting as well, like your life, like your school. In school we have so many rules. Don't grow your nails, keep your hair matlab well maintained, your uniform should be neat and clean, don't शोर शराबा मत करो, don't make noise, and so many other rules. So similar rules are there in accounting as well. ऐसे ही बहुत सारे rules होते हैं accounting में, and the rules which define how to do accounting, how to maintain your financial statement, those rules are known as accounting principle. तो accounting principle क्या होता है बच्चों? These are those rules, these are those guidelines which prescribes, which defines how the accounting statements are to be prepared. आपको accounting statement कैसे बनानी है वो बताएंगे ये rules, और उन्हीं rules को क्या कहते हैं? Accounting principle. So let's see what is the meaning of accounting principle. These are those rules and guidelines which are to be followed while preparing accounting statement. जब भी आप अकाउंटिंग स्टेटमेंट बनाओगे, आप जर्नल एंट्री पास करोगे, आप पीएनएल बनाओगे, आप बैलेंस शीट बनाओगे, आपको कुछ रूल्स फॉलो करने हैं, कुछ गाइडलाइंस फॉलो करनी है, और उन्हीं को क्या कहते हैं? अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल. एंड these accounting principles are also known as GAAP. They are also known as GAAP. So accounting principles and GAAP are one and the same. And what is the full form of this GAAP? What does it mean? So it is generally accepted accounting principles. The accounting principles are also known as GAAP, the full form of which is generally accepted accounting principle. And why they are known as GAAP? Because these accounting principles are followed by the accountant all over the world. जितनी भी दुनिया में accountant हैं, वो सब इन accounting principles को follow करते हैं. चाहे आप इंडिया की बात करो, चाहे आप फॉरेन कंट्रीज की बात करो, every accountant they have to follow these accounting principles, and therefore they have given this name, generally accepted accounting principle. Well done, Prajwal, you already know that. So this I have already told you that they are also called as GAAP. And why they are called as GAAP? Because they have been generally accepted by the accountant all over the world. So this is the meaning of accounting principle. The first line was the most important, that the rules which are to be followed while making the accounting statement, those are known as accounting principle. So if it is clear to everyone, give me a big thumbs up in the chat box. अगर सबको समझ आ रहा है तो प्लीज गिव मी अ थम्स अप, जल्दी से थम्स अप दो. Clear? Okay. Now moving on to our next topic. The next topic is, what are the features of accounting principle? What are the characteristics of accounting principle? Accounting principle के क्या features हैं, क्या characteristics हैं? So the first feature of accounting principle is that they are uniform set of rules. Accounting principle, they are set of rules. यहाँ पर बहुत सारे rules होते हैं. There are a group of rules that an accountant has to follow. Now, did you pay attention on the word uniform? आपने school uniform सुना है? जब अपन लोग स्कूल जाते हैं तो सबकी यूनिफॉर्म क्या होती है? सेम होती है. एवरीवन यूनिफॉर्म इज सेम. ऐसा तो नहीं है कोई कुछ भी पहन के आ जाता है. सबकी यूनिफॉर्म सेम होती है. And therefore, these accounting principles are also uniform set of rules. They are similar set of rules. ये सबके लिए क्या होते हैं? Same होते हैं. They are same for everyone, so that the accounts, the statements prepared by different companies are also same. हम जो रिपोर्ट्स बना रहे हैं, अलग अलग कंपनी जो रिपोर्ट्स बना रही है, वो भी क्या होनी चाहिए? सेम होनी चाहिए. तभी आप उनको क्या कर पाओगे? कंपेयर कर पाओगे. So accounting principles are uniform set of rules because so that the records maintained by different entities are also same, they are uniform, they are similar, they are comparable. This is the first characteristic of accounting principle. They are uniform set of rules. Coming on to the second principle, the second feature, the second characteristic. The second characteristic is, पहले मेरे को बताओ, what do you think? These accounting principles are made by humans or by God? इन accounting principle को किसने बनाया होगा? हमने या भगवान जी ने? क्या लगता है? Guys, you are taking so much time to reply. Please be quick, otherwise the session will become lengthy. So yes, these accounting principles are not made by God. मैम भगवान जी थोड़ी आएंगे कि मनुष्य है तुम्हारे लिए मैं कुछ accounting principles बना देता हूँ तुम्हारी मदद हो जाएगी. नहीं. These are made by us. We humans made these accounting principles, and that's why the second feature is they are man-made. We made them. तो यही तो है second principle, second feature, second characteristic. कि इनको किसने बनाया? हमने बनाया. Then moving on to the third feature. The third feature is that they are flexible. जैसे एक rubber band flexible होती है ना, I don't have it right now, but ढूंढने दो, शायद मिल जाए. Oh, I have it. Just a second. Like this rubber band is what? Flexible. You can change the size according to your need. Similarly, these accounting principles are also flexible. They are not rigid. They are not fixed. कि आपको ऐसे ही as it is apply करना है. नहीं. You can change them. You can modify them according to your need, according to the circumstances. आप उसको अपने हिसाब से क्या कर सकते हो? Change कर सकते हो. So they are flexible. Then coming on to the fourth and the last feature, last characteristic, why they are known as GAAP? Because the accounting principles are generally accepted. I told you na in the meaning that accounting principles are also known as GAAP. So the fourth feature is based on the same topic. It is they are generally accepted. Accounting principles are accepted by everyone, all the accountants all over the world. But रुको, accounting principle हर किसी को follow करना है, लेकिन compulsory नहीं है. The general acceptance of accounting principle depends on how they are fulfilling the three criteria. एक अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड लोग फॉलो करेंगे या नहीं करेंगे, वो कुछ कंडीशंस पे डिपेंड करता है. कोई भी अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड है, वो मैं फॉलो करूं या ना करूं, इट डिपेंड्स दैट वेदर इट इज फुलफिलिंग दोस कंडीशंस और नॉट. नाउ व्हाट आर दोस कंडीशंस? सो हियर वी हैव दोस थ्री कंडीशंस. So please read the lines. The general acceptance of an accounting principle depends upon how well it satisfies the following three criteria. Now, what are these three criteria? What does it mean, ma'am? Let me explain you one by one. The first criteria is relevance. Relevance means important, relevant. Now, accounting principle is said to be relevant. आप किसी accounting principle को important तभी बोलोगे only when it is providing useful information to your users. If an accounting principle is not able to provide useful information to your users, then it is not relevant. It is not fulfilling this criteria. So you will see that whether the accounting principle is relevant or not, it is providing useful information to your users or not. This is the first criteria. Moving on to the second criteria, which is objectivity. Objectivity, this is a separate accounting concept as well. ये एक अलग concept भी है, तो please इसको ध्यान से सुनना. What is this criteria now? Objectivity का मतलब होता है an accounting principle is said to be objective when it is free from personal bias. कोई भी accounting principle हो, वो भेदभाव से free होना चाहिए. There should be no chances of personal judgment or discrimination or personal bias. वहां पे इन सब चीजों की जगह नहीं होनी चाहिए. वो पर्सनल बायस, पर्सनल जजमेंट से अफेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. तभी आप उसको क्या बोलोगे? ऑब्जेक्टिव बोलोगे. एंड ओनली देन इट विल बी फुलफिलिंग दिस क्राइटेरिया. सो द जनरल एक्सेप्टेंस ऑफ एन अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल डिपेंड्स अपॉन थ्री क्राइटेरिया. फर्स्ट, रेलेवेंट. सेकेंड, ऑब्जेक्टिविटी. एंड थर्ड वी हैव इज feasibility. What do we mean by feasibility? An accounting principle is said to be feasible only when it can be applied. It can be applied without any complexity or undue cost. अगर कोई अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल बिना किसी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी के, बिना किसी फालतू कॉस्ट के अप्लाई हो सकता है, देन ओनली इट इज फीजिबल. अगर आपको लग रहा है यार अगर मैं ये अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल फॉलो करूंगा ना मेरा 1.5-2 करोड़ का खर्चा हो जाएगा, देन इट इज नॉट फीजिबल एट ऑल. So an accounting principle is said to be feasible when it can be applied without any complexities, difficulties, and without any extra cost. Then it is feasible, and these are the 3 conditions which an accounting principle has to satisfy to be generally accepted. कोई अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल तभी जनरली एक्सेप्टेड होगा जब वो ये तीनों कंडीशंस को क्या कर रहा है, फुलफिल कर रहा है. रेलेवेंट, ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड feasible. So tell me guys, is this clear to everyone? What are the 3 criteria for an accounting principle to be feasible? Yes or no? Hi Kwamarul, a very good evening. If an accounting principle can be applied easily, visible, but at the same time if it requires lot of time, lot of money, then it So yes, it was lagging for a few seconds. Is it okay now, guys? Am I audible to everyone? Yes, Ashmit. Okay. So I hope that these four features are clear to everyone. So let's revise it again. What are the 4 features of accounting principle? First, they are uniform set of rules. They are same for everyone. And why they are same? So that the records, the financial statements prepared by different firms, different companies are also same, uniform, to ensure uniformity. Second feature was that they are man-made. We made these accounting principles. God ने नहीं बनाए. Third was that they are feasible. They can be changed as per the situation. They can be modified as per the situations. And the fourth feature was that they are generally accepted by the accountant all over the world. And the general acceptance depends upon 3 criteria, which I just explained to you. These are the 3 criteria which are written on the screen: relevance, objectivity, and feasibility. Hi Rizia, how are you? So now moving on to our third topic. तो चलिए देखते हैं कि third topic क्या है. The third topic we have is need of accounting principle. Why these accounting principles were made? क्यों बनाए गए अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल? क्या जरूरत पड़ी हमें अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल की? So the main objective of accounting is to provide meaningful information to its users. अकाउंटिंग का सबसे मेन पर्पस क्या होता है? The main objective, the main purpose of accounting is to provide meaningful and useful information to your users. अगर आप अपने यूजर्स को मीनिंगफुल इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं दे पा रहे, अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं दे पा रहे, देन योर अकाउंटिंग इज जीरो. आपकी अकाउंटिंग किसी काम की नहीं है. इट इज ऑफ नो यूज. Now the question arises, how will you provide this meaningful and useful information? कैसे दोगे ये meaningful और useful information अपने users को? So the information will only be useful when it is comparable. आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन आपके यूजर्स के लिए तभी काम की होगी जब वो कंपेरेबल है, जब वो उसको कंपेयर कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, these are my reports of current year 2022 and these are my reports of the year 2021. Now my users can easily compare these reports and find out my progress. मेरे जो users हैं वो इनको easily compare कर सकते हैं और देख सकते हैं in which year I performed the best, in which year I earned the maximum profits. So my reports are comparable and hence they are useful as well for my users. If my users cannot compare that, if my users are not able to compare these reports, they will be of no use to my users. वो मेरे users की किसी काम की नहीं है. उनको पता ही नहीं लगेगा कि कंपनी कैसा काम कर रही है, क्या चल रहा है कंपनी में. So your accounting information, your accounting statements, please pay attention. Your accounting statement should be reliable. Reliable means एक तो आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन ट्रस्टवर्दी होनी चाहिए कि आपके जो यूजर्स हैं वो उस पर ट्रस्ट कर सके. ऐसा नहीं कि वो आपकी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट पे ट्रस्ट ही नहीं कर सकते. They should be reliable and they should be comparable. Your accounting statement should be reliable as well as comparable. Comparable means your financial statements of current year should be comparable with the previous year and your financial statement should also be comparable with the other firm. आपकी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट को वो प्रीवियस ईयर के साथ भी कंपेयर कर पाए और दूसरी फर्म्स के साथ भी कंपेयर कर पाए. अब मैम आप क्या कह रहे हो समझ नहीं आया, तो लेट्स नाउ मूव टू द स्लाइड डायरेक्टली सो दैट इट बिकम्स क्लियर टू यू. So I just told you that in order to make the accounting information meaningful to its users, whether it's internal or external user, it is important that your information is reliable as well as comparable. मैंने बताया कि accounting information एक तो reliable होनी चाहिए और comparable होनी चाहिए. Comparable का मतलब क्या होता है? The word comparable means your records should be able to compare to the other firms. The users will be comparing your record with the other firms and also with the previous years. The comparability of information is required to see how your firm has performed as compared to the other firm and as compared to the previous year. वो आपकी परफॉर्मेंस को आपसे कंपेयर तो करेंगे, साथ में अलग अलग फर्म से भी कंपेयर करेंगे. एंड टू मेक द इंफॉर्मेशन कंपेरेबल, अगर आपने अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन को, अपनी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स को कंपेरेबल बनाना है, it only becomes possible when the information is based on some rules. Your information should be based on some rules, only then it will be comparable and reliable. If you are preparing your financial statements without following any rules, without following any accounting principle, it will not be reliable, it will not be comparable. To make it reliable, to make it comparable, it should be based on some rules, some policies. So that's why the accounting principles are mandatory. This is the need of accounting principle. If you will not follow the accounting principle, if there will be no accounting principle, your financial information, your financial statement will not be reliable, will not be comparable. So people, your users will not be able to trust it, will not be able to compare it. तो वो information आपके users के किसी काम की नहीं होगी. So this is the need of accounting. So is this clear to everyone? What is the need of accounting? Yes or no? Need of accounting principle. Come on guys, tell me quickly, is it clear? Okay, clear. So now moving on to our fourth topic. We have already covered 3 topics of the day. First, meaning. Second, features. Third, need. Now moving on to the fourth topic, that is types of accounting principles, kinds of accounting principles. Now, if we talk about accounting principles, they are known by so many names. Accounting principles are known as rules, accounting principles are known as guidelines, they are known as concepts, they are known as conventions, they are known as postulates as and etc etc. इनको बहुत सारे नामों से जाना जाता है. जैसे आपके पेट नेम्स होते हैं ना, घर पे कुछ और बुलाते हैं, स्कूल में कुछ और बुलाते हैं, दादा दादी कुछ और बुलाते हैं, ऐसे ही इनको भी अलग अलग नामों से बुलाते हैं. कोई रूल्स बोलता है, कोई गाइडलाइंस बोलता है, कोई पोस्टुलेट्स बोलता है, कोई कॉन्सेप्ट बोलता है, कोई कन्वेंशन बोलता है. बट दे आर categorized, they are divided into 2 categories only. कितनी categories हैं? There are only 2 categories into which they are subdivided. Now what are those 2 categories? These are the 2 kinds of accounting principle. One is accounting concept, another is accounting convention. एक होता है accounting concept, एक होता है accounting convention. अब इसको करने में अपने दिल जान सब लगा देना, because this is very 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 important. I am an intermediate group 2 of CA right now. Until now I am reading these accounting concept. अभी भी हमारे सर जो होते हैं ना CA वाले, वो बोलते हैं ये अकाउंटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट याद है ना बच्चों आपको. तो सोचो, अभी तक मैंने क्लास 11 कब करी थी? 6 years बैक. तो 6 साल हो गए, अभी तक मुझे काम आ रहा है, तो आपको भी हमेशा काम आने वाला है. तो आज कर लोगे तो दोबारा पढ़ना नहीं पड़ेगा. हाय काव्या, थैंक यू सो मच. So these are the 2 types of accounting principle, 2 kinds of accounting principle. Now what does it mean? What is the difference? I know there are so many questions in your mind right now, so let me answer all of them one by one. So first we are going to learn about accounting concept. ये accounting concept क्या होता है मैम? इसका मतलब क्या है? So while doing accounting, while making accounting statement, we have to make some assumptions. हमें ना बहुत सारी चीजें assume करनी होती है. जैसे बहुत सारे बच्चे वीडियो देखते होंगे, those who don't know me बोलते होंगे अरे मैम तो बहुत बेकार पढ़ा रही है, ये मैम तो बिल्कुल अच्छी नहीं है. तो it is human nature, we make assumptions from a long distance. हम दूर से ही आदमी को देख के सोच लेते हैं, assume कर लेते हैं तो बहुत घमंडी आदमी होगा, ये तो शक्ल से ही ऐसा लग रहा है पागल सा. So that is human nature. And accounting भी यही बोलता है कि जब भी आप accounting करोगे, you have to make some assumptions. आपको कुछ चीजें assume करनी है, कुछ चीजें मान के चलनी है. So those assumptions are known as accounting concept. Accounting concepts are nothing. They are the assumptions which are to be made or which are to be followed while doing accounting. जब भी आप अकाउंटिंग करोगे तो आपको कुछ चीजें एज्यूम करनी है, कुछ चीजें मान के चलनी है, उन्हीं को क्या कहते हैं, अकाउंटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट। मीनिंग दिखा देती हूँ। This is the meaning of accounting concept. As I told you, these are basic assumptions on the basis of which transactions are recorded and accounts are maintained. So this is accounting concept. अब चलते हैं अगले वाले पे। The second type we have is accounting convention. अब हम इंडियंस में बहुत सारे रीति रिवाज होते हैं। There are so many custom and traditions. नई दुल्हन आएगी तो उसको मीठा हलवा बना के खिलाना पड़ेगा, और बहुत सारे होते हैं। जब शादी होगी तो लड़की की बहनों को रिबन कटिंग करनी पड़ेगी, जूते छुपाने पड़ेंगे, और भी बहुत अच्छी अच्छी और बेकार बेकार रीति रिवाज होते हैं। There are so many custom and traditions in different religions. There are different custom and traditions. तो कस्टम एंड ट्रेडिशंस ने बोला हम यहाँ पे पीछे क्यों रहे, तो इन अकाउंटिंग ऑल्सो देयर आर सम कस्टम एंड ट्रेडिशंस जो हमारे एंसेस्टर्स फॉलो करते आ रहे हैं, जो हमारे अकाउंटेंट पूर्वज फॉलो करते आ रहे हैं, वो हमें यहाँ भी फॉलो करना है। अगर हमारे पूर्वजों ने बोला है कि तुम्हें सब कुछ डिस्क्लोज करना है, फुल डिस्क्लोजर, हमारे पूर्वज जो बोल के चले गए कि कुछ छुपाना नहीं, सब कुछ बता देना। So this is the same thing what we have to do also. We also have to disclose everything because our accountant, our purvas, our ancestors told them. So what are accounting conventions? These are based on custom and tradition. These are those policies, those rules which are based on custom and traditions. ये रीति रिवाज सालों से चला आ रहा है, तो हमें भी क्या चलाना ही पड़ेगा। हम उसको बंद नहीं कर सकते, हम मना नहीं कर सकते, बस हमें हाँ करके बोलना है कि हम करेंगे। So what are accounting conventions? देख लेते हैं मैम ने सही बताया या नहीं बताया। So accounting conventions are the guidelines which are based upon custom and traditions. So for accounting concept, you will learn the one word assumption, and for accounting convention, you will learn two words custom and tradition. Concept are the assumptions and conventions, they are the custom and traditions which we have to follow. So this is the meaning of accounting concept and accounting convention. Is this clear guys? Yes or no? समझ आया? ये तो जबरदस्ती हो गई, ये जबरदस्ती ही है। दिस इज जबरदस्ती। उन्होंने किया तो आपको भी करना पड़ेगा। सब बर्थडे पे टॉफी बांटेंगे तो आपको भी बांटनी पड़ेगी, सब बर्थडे पे पार्टी देंगे तो आपको भी देनी पड़ेगी, चाहे पैसे हो या ना हो, करना तो पड़ेगा। यस, ओके गगन, बाकियों को समझ आया? यस और नो? क्लियर रिजिया? ठीक है भाई। So I hope the meaning is clear to everyone. Now, the meaning is not important. Their sub categories are very important. So accounting concepts, there are 12 accounting concepts and 3 accounting conventions. So there are total 15 accounting principles in your syllabus. So let's see what are those 12 accounting concepts and 3 accounting conventions. बनाए ही क्यों? They were made so that you can better present your records. आप अपने रिकॉर्ड्स को और अच्छे से प्रेजेंट कर पाओ, इसीलिए बनाए। So let us first look at 12 accounting concepts, and these are your 12 accounting concepts. प्लीज रीड दी नेम्स योरसेल्फ, एक बार नाम पढ़ लो कि पता लगे कि हाँ ये हमारे सिलेबस में है. बिजनेस एंटिटी कॉन्सेप्ट, गोइंग कंसर्न कॉन्सेप्ट, कंसिस्टेंसी कॉन्सेप्ट, मनी मेजरमेंट कॉन्सेप्ट, accrual concept, accounting period concept, cost concept, which is also known as historical cost concept, then dual aspect concept, revenue recognition concept, matching concept, and objectivity concept. ये काट दो, ये है 11. So there are 11 accounting concepts. And we will learn them all in detail. इन सब का मतलब करेंगे अच्छे से, क्योंकि ये हमें फॉलो करने हैं. We have to follow all of them in future. And how you will follow them if you don't know their meaning? तो यहाँ पर 11th-12th में मीनिंग समझेंगे और 11th-12th के बाद इन्हें अप्लाई करेंगे. So these are 11 accounting concepts, and then moving on to the accounting convention. तो accounting conventions कौन कौन से हैं? These are the 3 accounting convention. Full disclosure, materiality, and conservatism, which is also known as law of prudence. Full disclosure, materiality, and full conservatism, law of prudence. Now, in this session, we are going to cover the first 3 accounting concepts. आज की क्लास में हम ये तीनों अकाउंटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट अच्छे से सीख के जाएंगे. We will learn them in detail, and in next class we will be covering all these 9 concepts. ये हम करेंगे अगली क्लास में सारे के सारे एक साथ. -3 8. So are you guys ready for these accounting concepts? Yes or no? Now it will be a storytelling session. मैं आपको स्टोरी समझाऊंगी और कॉन्सेप्ट समझाऊंगी. I can't see that anyone is ready till now. कहाँ गए बच्चों? सोना नहीं था, ये पूछा था रेडी हो या नहीं. कपड़े नहीं पहनने भाई. अरे आप साड़ी पहनने लग गए थे, वो नहीं पहनना. रेडी बट बहुत अच्छा, बहुत सारे है बोले. मेरे को लगा आप बोल रहे बहुत सारी साड़ी है. ठीक है ठीक है. So don't worry, we will do them one by one, slow and steadily. So टेंशन लेने की कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, आराम आराम से करेंगे, भागने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. सारे हैं, धीरे धीरे करेंगे. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं with our first business entity concept. This is the first and the most important accounting concept. अब इसका मतलब क्या है? तो चलिए एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. अब थोड़ी देर के लिए मैम गायब होंगी और आपका पूरा का पूरा कंसंट्रेशन होगा कहानी पे. हम लोग एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. सबसे पहले फर्स्ट वील टेक एन एग्जाम्पल. दिस इज यू. आप जो भी हो, अश्मित, काव्या, वृंदा, रजिया, whatever person आप हो ये, and you are starting your business. नाउ whenever we start a business, जब भी हम कोई business start करते हैं, we invest some money, which is known as capital. आप कोई भी बिजनेस स्टार्ट करोगे थोड़ा बहुत पैसा तो लगाना पड़ता है, कैपिटल लगानी पड़ती है. एंड सपोज इट इज ₹1,00,000. अब आप लोगों ने, अब मैंने कोई बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया और मैंने कितना पैसा लगाया, ₹1,00,000. अब हम लोग क्या मानते हैं, वी एज्यूम दैट दिस 1,00,000 इज द अमाउंट बिलोंगिंग टू बिजनेस. हम यही मानते हैं ना कि ये पैसा बिजनेस का है. वी ऑल थिंक, वी ऑल एज्यूम दैट दिस इज द money of business, this belongs to business, but actually that is absolutely wrong. ये business entity principle क्या कहता है कि बच्चों, the business and owner are not same. Don't assume that they are same. They are not same. They are separate. मैं सेपरेट की स्पेलिंग, they are separate, and sorry if I am wrong in separate spelling, I am confused. They are separate and distinct entity, distinct unit. तो बिजनेस एंटिटी प्रिंसिपल क्या कहता है, बिजनेस एंड ओनर आर नॉट सेम, दे आर डिफरेंट पर्सन्स. ये दोनों क्या है, अलग अलग हैं. ओनर इज डिफरेंट एंड बिजनेस इज डिफरेंट. दे डोंट नो ईच अदर. ये दोनों एक दूसरे को नहीं जानते. आप लोग तो यही मानते हो ना, हम लोग स्टार्टिंग में यही मानते हैं कि अरे ये बिजनेस इसका ही तो है, दे आर सेम. वी ऑल think that they are same, but the accounting principle says that they are not same. They are what? They are different. दोनों क्या है, अलग अलग है. And that is why when you are investing capital, जब भी आप बिजनेस में पैसा लगाते हो, it is a liability for the business. जो भी आप पैसा बिजनेस में लगा रहे हो, वो बिजनेस के लिए क्या है, लाइबिलिटी है, बिकॉज यू आर एन आउटसाइडर फॉर द बिजनेस. You are what? You are an outsider, and this amount is invested by outsider. This amount is invested by outsider. बिजनेस ये नहीं सोचेगा कि अरे ये तो ओनर ने पैसा लगाया है. वो ये सोचेगा that this is an outsider, this person I don't know, I have never seen this person in my life, and this amount, this capital is coming from an unknown person. तो अगर कोई बाहर वाला आपको पैसा दे रहा है, you have to repay that. अगर आप मुझे पैसे दोगे तो मैं रख के तो नहीं बैठूंगी ना, मुझे वो पैसा after some period of time वापस करना पड़ेगा. So this capital is also invested by an outsider, and I have to repay that along with interest. मुझे ये पैसा वापस करना है सूद समेत, इंटरेस्ट ब्याज के साथ. Capital is repayable along with interest. So the capital is liability for the business and the owner is creditor for the business. Owner कौन होता है, creditor होता है, because the amount is payable to the owner, and any person to whom we owe money, to whom the amount is payable, that person is known as creditor. तो ये सब कौन बोल रहा है, अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल बोल रहा है. कौन सा अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल बोल रहा है, business entity concept. This is necessary. Business will fail where? Business कहाँ पे fail होगा? Yes, capital repayment is not necessary, but that will be still a liability. Even if the business fails, Ashmit, maybe you are trying to say that what if the business is not able to repay the capital? That's okay. If the business is not able to repay the capital, that's okay, but still that is your liability. So the only thing that business entity concept focuses on is owner and business are two separate parties. They are two different person. They are not same. वो same नहीं है. अब if they are not same, what difference it is making? अगर वो same नहीं है तो उससे क्या change आया? Let me tell you. This is owner. This is business. Now I told you they are not same, they are different. So as they are two separate and distinct units, different persons, they will maintain their separate set of books. Business will have their own set of books. Owner will have its own set of books. बिजनेस की अलग किताबें होंगी और ओनर की अलग किताबें होंगी. जैसे आपकी इकोनॉमिक्स, अकाउंटेंसी, बिजनेस स्टडीज की अलग अलग नोटबुक्स होती है ना, सेम तो नहीं होती. ऐसे ही ओनर की और बिजनेस की अलग अलग बुक्स होंगी, क्योंकि ओनर अलग है और बिजनेस अलग है. दे आर नॉट वन एंड सेम. Therefore, they will have different notebooks, different set of books. So if owner is doing something, if there are any personal transaction of owner, अगर owner अपना कुछ भी personal काम कर रहा है, like owner bought a new house, owner bought a new necklace for his wife, then these are the personal transaction of the owner, and the personal transaction will be recorded in the owner book, not in the books of business. अगर ओनर कोई भी पर्सनल या प्राइवेट काम कर रहा है, दैट इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ बिजनेस, so it will be not recorded in the books of business. It will be only recorded in his personal books. वो सिर्फ ओनर की पर्सनल बुक्स में रिकॉर्ड होगा, बिजनेस की बुक्स में रिकॉर्ड नहीं होगा. Similarly, if a chair, if a table is purchased for office, अगर आप ऑफिस के लिए कोई टेबल या कोई चेयर खरीद रहे हो, इट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड इन दी बुक्स ऑफ बिजनेस एंड नॉट इन दी बुक्स ऑफ ओनर. जो बिजनेस का काम होगा वो बिजनेस की बुक्स में रिकॉर्ड होगा, एंड जो ओनर का काम होगा वो ओनर की बुक्स में रिकॉर्ड होगा. So they will have their own separate set of books. Owner will record his personal transaction in his set of books, and all the business transaction will be recorded in the business set of books. This is what we mean by business entity principle. Owner and business are different. They will have different set of books. The personal transactions of owner will not be recorded in the books of business. तो बताइए, समझ आई ये कहानी कि क्या है बिजनेस एंटिटी प्रिंसिपल? Ma'am, if owner purchases a vehicle for business purpose along with some personal money, then it means he is bringing money in the business. If he is bringing a car for business from his personal money, it means he is investing capital. He is introducing money in the business. So that will be recorded in the books of business and in the books of owner as well, because personal money is a part of personal transaction, and if he is bringing for office, it is a business transaction as well. So it will be recorded in both the books. दोनों में रिकॉर्ड होगा, क्योंकि पर्सनल मनी यूज किया तो पर्सनल ट्रांजैक्शन है, बिजनेस में आया बिजनेस ट्रांजैक्शन है, सो दे आर बोथ द ट्रांजैक्शन. सो इट विल बी रिकॉर्डेड इन बोथ सेट ऑफ बुक्स. अब देख लेते हैं कि मैम ने सही बताया या नहीं बताया. लेट्स नाउ जंप ऑन टू द मीनिंग डेफिनेशन. फर्स्ट, अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस कॉन्सेप्ट, business is treated as a separate and distinct unit from its owner. I have already told you that business and owner are distinct and separate units. They are different. Second, I have told you that they will maintain their separate set of books. So, business should have completely separate set of books, and we have to record business transaction from firm's point of view and not from the point of view of owner. ये समझते हैं. Let's now understand this. Suppose there is a transaction. Business is paying interest. Business is paying interest to owner. So, business is paying it. For business, it is an expense, and owner, I am receiving it. For me, it is an income. Now, how you will record it in the books of business? You will record it as an expense or as an income. So you will record it according to the firm's point of view, according to the business point of view, because these are the books of business. So they will be recorded from business point of view. If it is an expense for the business, you will record it as an expense only. So all the transactions are to be recorded keeping in mind the business point of view, not the owner's point of view. जो भी ट्रांजेक्शन रिकॉर्ड होगी वो बिजनेस के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से रिकॉर्ड होगी, ना कि ओनर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. ओनर के लिए इनकम है, लेकिन बिजनेस के लिए क्या है, वो खर्चा है, तो आप उसको खर्चा रिकॉर्ड करोगे, इनकम रिकॉर्ड नहीं करोगे. सो दिस इज आवर सेकंड पॉइंट. All the transactions are to be recorded from the firm's point of view and not from the point of view of owner. Then the next point, I have told you, the owner is treated as the creditor. Why? Because the capital is payable to him. Why owner is the creditor? Because capital उसको वापस करनी होती है. That's why the owner is the creditor. And the capital is treated as liability. Why the capital is treated as liability? Because we assume that firm has borrowed money from the owner instead of borrowing it from outsider. हम क्या मानते हैं कि बाहर वालों से पैसा लेने की जगह हमने किससे पैसा लिया है, ओनर से. So the capital is liability and the owner is creditor. Now, the examiner may ask you an indirect question. The examiner will ask you that the owner is treated as the creditor and the capital is treated as liability according to which accounting concept? So you should know the answer according to business entity concept. कैपिटल को लाइबिलिटी और ओनर को क्रेडिटर किस प्रिंसिपल की वजह से मानते हैं? अकाउंटिंग एंटिटी कॉन्सेप्ट और बिजनेस एंटिटी कॉन्सेप्ट की वजह से. अब सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो बच्चों के दिमाग में आती है, who will follow this accounting principle, where we will apply this accounting principle, accounting concept. So this accounting concept is applicable to all forms of business organization. It is applicable to all forms of business organization. चाहे पार्टनरशिप हो, चाहे कंपनी हो, चाहे सोल प्रोप्राइटर हो, हर किसी पे ये अकाउंटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट लगेगा. It is applicable to all forms of business organization. And I hope you guys are doing that in business studies. In business studies, you will be learning about different forms of business organization, partnership, sole proprietorship, company. तो business studies में आपको सब पढ़ने को मिलेगा. So ये है हमारा अगला point. The concept of separate entity, the concept of business entity is applicable to all forms of business organization. So this was our first accounting concept, and yes, we have completed it finally, business entity concept. Now, if it is clear to everyone, please give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Clear, Vrinda? Got the thumbs up only from Vrinda. What about others? Don't you have this emoji in your phone? Come on, send it quickly. Hi, fun, oosh fun, fun toosh fun. Okay guys, so I hope it is now clear to everyone. तो चलिए चलते हैं हमारे सेकेंड अकाउंटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट की तरफ. And the next accounting concept is going concern concept. So let's understand the meaning by breaking the words. चलिए वर्ड्स को तोड़ के देखते हैं. Going का मतलब होता है continuation. Concern means affirm. Concept means principle. So according to this principle, it means that you have to assume that firm will be continued. Going means चलते रहना, concern means firm. अब इसको कहानी के साथ समझते हैं मैम. ब्रेकअप ऑफ वर्ड से थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ आया, लेकिन कहानी समझो. So, जब भी हम कोई बिजनेस स्टार्ट करते हैं, कोई दुकान स्टार्ट करते हैं, कोई काम स्टार्ट करते हैं, whenever we start a work, a shop, a business, a company, we all assume that our business, our shop, our company will be so much profitable. It will be continued for long time. हम ये सोच के शुरू करते हैं कि हमारा काम खूब अच्छा चलेगा और सालों साल चलेगा. हम ये मानते हैं कि हमारा बिजनेस कभी बंद नहीं होगा. हम खत्म हो जाएंगे लेकिन हमारा बिजनेस चलता रहेगा. हमारे बच्चे हमारे बाद हमारे बिजनेस को संभालेंगे. यही सोचते हैं ना कि आज बिजनेस शुरू कर लेते हैं, कल जब हम नहीं रहेंगे तो हमारे बच्चे ये बिजनेस संभाल लेंगे. मतलब हम खत्म हो जाएंगे लेकिन बिजनेस खत्म नहीं होगा. सो वी ऑल एज्यूम दैट बिजनेस दैट वी आर स्टार्टिंग इज इमॉर्टल. वो क्या है? अमर है, अमर जीवनी पी के आया है. बिजनेस हमेशा चलता रहेगा. सो व्हाई डू वी एज्यूम इट? बिकॉज वी आर फॉलोइंग दिस प्रिंसिपल, गोइंग कंसर्न कॉन्सेप्ट. तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट सिर्फ और सिर्फ इतना बोलता है कि जब भी आप अकाउंटिंग कर रहे हो, जब भी आप कुछ रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हो, सिर्फ ये एज्यूम कर लो कि आपका जो बिजनेस है वो अमर है, आपके बिजनेस की जो लाइफ है वो बहुत लंबी है. So according to this principle, we just need to assume that your business will continue for a long time, for a long period. That's all. सिर्फ यही बोलता है ये going concern concept. और ये हम ही नहीं, ये सब लोग एज्यूम करते हैं. अगर आपने कोई बिजनेस शुरू किया है और आप बैंक में लोन लेने जा रहे हो, तो बैंक वाले आपको लोन क्यों देंगे? The bank will give you loan by assuming that you will continue your business for a long time. You will return their money on time. बैंक ये तो एज्यूम नहीं करेगा ना कि अरे 2 दिन बाद तो इसका बिजनेस बंद हो जाएगा, ये तो मुझे पैसे दे ही नहीं पाएगा. No, they are assuming that you will continue for a long time, you will earn profits, you will return their money. So everyone assumed this, that the business is continued for a long time, and that is going concern concept. So this is so common. ये हमारी प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में बहुत कॉमन है. हेलो मैम, बिजनेस स्टडीज भी पढ़ाओगे? नहीं बेटा, इतना टाइम नहीं है, अकाउंट्स ही पढ़ा सकती हूँ अभी. तो चलिए गोइंग कंसर्न कॉन्सेप्ट का मतलब समझ लेते हैं. As per this concept, it is assumed that business will continue to exist for a long period in the future. Business चलते रहेगा एक लंबे समय के लिए. इसी का नाम है going concern concept. पापा भी वही एज्यूम करते हैं, सबके पापा मम्मी यही एज्यूम करते हैं. So it is assumed that business will continue to exist for a long period. Now, the transactions are recorded in the business on the assumption that it is continuing enterprise. जब भी आप अपनी बुक्स में कुछ रिकॉर्ड करोगे, you will assume that this is a continuing business. Our business will continue for a long time. अब एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ. ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. I am purchasing a machinery of rupees 10 lakh. I am purchasing a machinery of rupees 10 lakh. Now, I am assuming that this machinery will be used for 10 years. तो मैं तभी एज्यूम करूंगी ना जब मुझे पता होगा कि मेरा बिजनेस 10 साल चलेगा. I am assuming that my business will continue for 10 years and this machinery will be used for 10 years. So therefore, I will divide this cost 10 lakh in 10 years. I am spreading the cost of this machinery in 10 years. So every year I will record 1 lakh. I am not recording this 10 lakh cost in the current year. मैं इस पूरी cost को current year में record नहीं करूंगी. Because this machinery will be used for 10 years, I will record 1 lakh every year. तो मैं हर साल कितना रिकॉर्ड करूंगी? 1 लाख, 1 लाख, 1 लाख, 1 लाख. So instead of recording 10 lakh completely in current year, I am recording it in 10 years. 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, and so on. And why I am doing this? Because I am assuming that machinery will be used for 10 years. My business will continue for 10 years. So this is how we do accounting on the basis of going concern concept. आप हर चीज क्या सोच के रिकॉर्ड करोगे कि आपका बिजनेस तो अमर है भाई, चलता रहेगा, चलता रहेगा, चलता रहेगा. और इसी को कहते हैं गोइंग कंसर्न कॉन्सेप्ट. और इस कॉस्ट को डिवाइड करने को क्या कहते हैं? व्हेन यू हैव डिवाइडेड दिस 10 लाख इन 10 years, This is known as depreciation. You are decreasing the value of your asset every year. हर साल आप अपने asset की value क्या कर रहे हो, कम कर रहे हो, and decrease in the value of fixed asset is known as depreciation. प्रॉफिट तो तब होगा ना जब आप बेचोगे. वी आर नॉट सेलिंग इट राइट नाउ, काव्या, सो वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रॉफिट राइट नाउ. I am talking about depreciation only. Profit is not at all related here. So this is the example which I have just explained to you. Read it. If a machinery is purchased which would last, say, for the next 10 years, the cost of this machinery will be spread over the next 10 years. As I told you, 10 lakh will be divided in 10 years. Because of this concept, the full cost of machine would not be treated as expense in the year of purchase. आप उसको एक बार में रिकॉर्ड नहीं करोगे. You are not recording the total cost in the current year. You are recording it in 10 year, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, and so on. So this is going concern concept. And I have also given you the example of bank loan. When bank will give you the loan, they will also assume the same, that your business will continue for a long time, you will earn good profits, you will repay their money. So this is the next line. It is because of going concern concept that outside parties like bank, creditors, they enter into long-term contract with you. They give you loan, they purchase your shares. तो आप किसी कंपनी के शेयर्स जब खरीदते हो, whenever you buy some security shares of any company, you also assume the same na, that this company will continue for a long time, this company will give us good profits, good return on share. That's why we purchase these shares ना. आप ये assume तो नहीं करते, अरे ये कंपनी तो डूब जाएगी, बंद हो जाएगी, चलो इसके शेयर्स खरीद लेता हूँ. No. We purchase the shares only because we think that it will grow in future, it will continue in future. So this is all about going concern concept. Ma'am, what if we don't know the exact time of how long a machine will work? This is always an estimation. You never know the exact time period. You just estimate. So it is always done on the basis of estimation. हमें कभी भी एग्जैक्ट नहीं पता होता कि मशीन कितने टाइम चलेगी. आपको उसकी कंडीशन देख के एस्टिमेशन लगाना होता है. एंड वो क्वेश्चन में गिवन होता है. जब भी ऐसे क्वेश्चन आएंगे गिवन होगा, आपको वो सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा. तो ये था हमारा गोइंग कंसर्न कॉन्सेप्ट, जिसमें सिंपल एक भाषा है कि मान लो आपका बिजनेस अमर है, सदा 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 चलते रहेगा. अब चलते हैं हमारे थर्ड कॉन्सेप्ट की तरफ पे. द नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट दैट वी हैव इज कंसिस्टेंसी कॉन्सेप्ट. कंसिस्टेंसी, कंसिस्टेंट. कंसिस्टेंट का मतलब क्या होता है? टू रिमेन सेम. अब जब हम रिलेशन में होते हैं तो बोलते हैं ना, 11th-12th में बोलते हैं, आपको पता नहीं, आपने सुना होगा नहीं सुना होगा, कि एक ही बंदे पे टिके रहे. गर्लफ्रेंड बॉयफ्रेंड ज्यादा चेंज नहीं करने चाहिए. एक बंदे पे एक बंदा पटा लिया तो उसी को लॉन्ग टाइम तक चलाना चाहिए. सो द कंसिस्टेंसी कॉन्सेप्ट ऑल्सो सेज द सेम, कि एक बार किसी से प्यार हो गया ना तो उसको बदलो मत, उसको ही उस पर टिके रहो. सो कंसिस्टेंसी कॉन्सेप्ट बोलता है कि अगर आपने कोई अकाउंटिंग पॉलिसी, अकाउंटिंग रूल एक बार चूज कर लिया तो आपको वही कंसिस्टेंटली ईयर आफ्टर ईयर फॉलो करना है. एक बार कोई बंदा पकड़ लिया तो उसको बदलना नहीं है कपड़ों की तरह, या कोई बंदी पकड़ ली तो उसको बदलना नहीं है. यू हैव टू बी लॉयल. आपको लॉयल रहना है और उसी के साथ अपनी जिंदगी गुजारनी है. So according to accounting, according to the consistency concept, accounting principles, accounting rules, once chosen, should be followed consistently year after year, again and again. This is consistency concept. Following the same principle again and again, year after year, yes, studies scholar. But अब बच्चे बोलते हैं मैम क्या हम कभी चेंज नहीं कर सकते? अगर हम अपने बंदे से या बंदी से परेशान है, वो हम पे चीट कर रहा है, तो भी हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते. देयर आर एक्सेप्शंस गाइस. अगर आप ज्यादा ही परेशान हो अपने बॉयफ्रेंड या गर्लफ्रेंड से, आप उसको नहीं फॉलो कर सकते और ज्यादा नहीं खींच सकते, तो भाई ब्रेकअप हो सकता है. देयर आर चांसेस ऑफ ब्रेकअप एज वेल. सो इन कंसिस्टेंसी कॉन्सेप्ट देयर आर सम एग्जेम्पशंस एंड द एग्जेम्पशंस आर, पहले मीनिंग बता देते हैं. सो the consistency concept states that accounting principles should remain same, should remain consistent from one year to another. You have to follow the same policies year after year. These should not be changed. वो change नहीं होनी चाहिए, because if you will follow the same policies year after year, it will help the management to compare the financial statement and to draw important conclusion. अगर आप सेम पॉलिसी फॉलो करोगे ना ईयर आफ्टर ईयर, तो उससे मैनेजमेंट को मदद मिलेगी. मैनेजमेंट विल बी एबल टू कंपेयर द रिजल्ट्स इजीली and it will be able to draw conclusion easily. Then if a firm adopt different accounting policy in two accounting period, अगर आप अलग अलग पीरियड में अलग अलग पॉलिसी फॉलो कर रहे हो, तो आपके जो रिजल्ट्स है ना वो कंपेरेबल नहीं होते. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई 2 दिन ले लेते हैं, yesterday and today. Today I ate chapati. Yesterday I ate rice. आज मैंने रोटी खाई, कल मैंने चावल खाए. Now on which day I was able to satisfy myself most? I can't compare it. किस दिन मेरा पेट ज्यादा भरा मैं कंपेयर नहीं कर सकती, because on both the days my meal was different. So if you want to compare something, it should be same. अगर आपको अपने रिकॉर्ड्स, अपनी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट कंपेयर करनी है, तो खाने की तरह आपकी पॉलिसीज भी क्या होनी चाहिए? सेम होनी चाहिए. एक दिन आप कोई पॉलिसी फॉलो कर रहे हो, एक दिन आप कोई पॉलिसी फॉलो कर रहे हो, और आप उसको कंपेयर कर रहे हो, सो इट कांट बी कंपेयर्ड. So same, if a company, if a firm is following different policies in different year, the records will be incomparable, uncomparable. To make them comparable, you have to follow the same policy, same principle. Otherwise, you can't compare your records. तो इसीलिए बोला जाता है कि follow the same policy, follow the same principle again and again, year after year. तभी आप कंपेयर कर पाओगे, तभी आप यूजफुल इंफॉर्मेशन दे पाओगे. अब as I told you, there are some exemptions of this concept. Now what are those exemptions? So this accounting concept says that if the circumstances are changing, if the situations are changing, then you can change the policies also. अगर आपके हालात, अगर आपकी कंडीशन बदल रही है, तो आप अकाउंटिंग पॉलिसी चेंज कर सकते हो. तब जरूरी नहीं है कि आप सेम पॉलिसी फॉलो करते रहो. सो इट डज अलाउज अ फर्म टू चेंज द अकाउंटिंग मेथड्स according to the changed circumstances. You can change the methods according to the circumstances, because otherwise the accounting will become non-flexible. अगर आप उनको सिचुएशन के साथ चेंज नहीं कर पाओगे, तो वो रिजिड हो जाएगा ना. Your accounting will become rigid, but I told you in the features that the accounting principles are flexible. and they are flexible, it means अगर आपकी सिचुएशन बदलेगी तो आप अकाउंटिंग पॉलिसी भी बदल सकते हो. So accounting, the consistency concept does not mean that you have to follow the same policy even in these circumstances are changed. ऐसा नहीं है. अगर आपके circumstances, अगर आपके हालात, situation बदलेंगे तो आपकी accounting policy आप बदल सकते हो. You can change them, you can modify them as per your situation, as per the circumstances. And there is one more exception, and that is if you think that following a different policy will help you in better presenting your results, then in that case also you can adopt a new policy. अगर आपको लगता है कि एक नई पॉलिसी चूज करने से मेरे रिजल्ट्स और अच्छे से दिखेंगे और अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन मैं दे पाऊंगा अपने यूजर्स को, then also you can follow the different policies. Ma'am, if they become rigid, what could happen? They will never become rigid. Na? That's why this is allowed. That's why this is an exception. It will never become rigid. Because the one principle, it is one of the feature of accounting principle that they are flexible. They can be changed as per the situation. They are never rigid. So, as such, if the accountant, if you feels that the change in particular method, the change in policy will lead to a better disclosure, will lead to a better presentation of the profits, that change may be adopted. You can adopt that change. So if you are changing your girlfriend and boyfriend for a better reason, then that change is accepted. So this is the another exception of accounting concept, consistency concept. If you feel that the change will lead to a better disclosure, better presentation, then that change is accepted, is adopted. So this is consistency concept. And with this, we have completed 3 accounting concepts. First, business entity concept, which says business and owner are separate, are different. Business and owner will maintain separate set of books. Second, going concern concept. Going concern concept says that you have to assume that your business has a long life. It will continue for a long period. And third and last, consistency concept, which means that all the principle and policies are to be followed consistently year after year. मनज आज क्लास नहीं ले पाए, बिजी थे, बट रिकॉर्डेड सेशन देख रहा हूँ और सेशन बहुत अच्छा था, सब समझ आया. थैंक यू सो मच मनज. And let me hide this user. Bye bye, Jogendra. So I hope these accounting concepts are clear to everyone. I was able to make these concepts clear to you. Clear, Rizia? So guys, आज के लिए इतना ही. That's all for today. And with this class is over. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in this session. And I hope you guys enjoyed this class. And if you really enjoyed it, अगर क्लास में मजा आया हो, then please do like it, do give it a big thumbs up, and do share it with your friends as well. Also, if you want to get all these notes in the PDF form, then do join me on Telegram channel in the link description box below. And yes, if you want many more classes like this, अगर आपको ऐसी और classes चाहिए, then do subscribe to my channel for more such classes like this. Do hit that red icon. Now, in the next class, we will be doing part 2 of accounting principle, in which we will be covering the remaining concepts. तो अगली क्लास में हम करेंगे बाकी बचे हुए concept, accrual, money measurement, revenue recognition, dual aspect, and etc. etc. So we'll see